What's going on, guys? Welcome back to today's YouTube video. Hope you guys are all having a great day. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing another interview video. It's not going to be one of those questions that I always say, but today it's going to be about my book. And if you guys didn't know, I published my first ever book. It's a mystery book, and I'm going to be going to Barnes and Nobles, and I'm going to be asking people if they would actually read this book. So I'm gonna make them read the back of this cover, and then I'm gonna ask them if they would read this book or not. I'm not gonna put the part of them reading the back of it in the footage, but I'm just gonna skip to the part where they answer yes or no, and I'm gonna ask them why would they read it, and we'll see how many people say yes, and we'll see how many people say no. So today should be a pretty interesting video. So yeah, before we get started, make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe, and check out the book in the link of description. And without further ado, let's get right into today's video. Alright, so what's your name?
Paula.
Okay, so I have a quick question. So after reading the back of that book, would you buy it if you saw it in store, or would you not?
I definitely will buy this book and read it. I got hooked by part of the twist of the story of what happened with the interpreter. So I think that based on that, I want to know what happened. So it definitely drew me in.
Nice. Well, thank you. So what's your name?
Sam.
Okay, so I have a quick question. If you were to see this book in the store and you read it in the back of it, would you buy it or would you not?
I'd read through the first couple pages, and if it interested me enough, I'd buy it, yeah.
Yeah. Would you say the book seemed interesting?
For the most part, yeah. The beginning, I like the title is interesting enough to catch my eye. The cover definitely catches the attention, and the summary on the back is good enough to keep you going.
Sounds good. Thank you. Okay, so what's your name?
I'm Nick.
Okay, so I have a quick question. If you were to find that book on a shelf and you read the back of it, would you be interested to buy it or not?
I think I would, yeah, because I like the premise. It sounds interesting, like it has a good hook to it. And yeah, I like mystery novels like this, so it's my type of thing.
Cool, that sounds good. Thank you. All right, so what's your name?
Abram Abdul.
Okay, so I have a quick question.
Yes.
If you were to find this book on a bookshelf and you read the back of it, would you be interested to buy it or not?
I would 100%. So I always start reading books right before I buy them because I'm a mean person like that.
Yeah.
This book seems really interesting to me. I definitely think I'd consider buying it for sure. And the main thing about it is, am I allowed to talk about like the plot and all that stuff, or at least from what I've read from the back and everything like that?
Yeah, from what you've read.
It's really interesting because as far as someone like with hearing, it's difficult to imagine how it'd be like without it. Like you can always kind of like try to imagine it, but you can never truly be in that experience unless you either become or were born hearing impaired. And the plot synopsis or like the analytics here is really interesting, but what makes it even more interesting is the fact that you yourself, he's the author,
Yeah.
is also hearing impaired. And to me, that means you're probably the best source to write about it. You probably know more about this than anyone else, really.
Yeah.
Unless you meet someone who's reading this book and is also hearing impaired. And it'll be really interesting kind of just to take, I guess, like your perspective of it, really. And like with this like interesting plot, and I guess like see how it plays out. And like take me to like a different like, I guess, area that I myself have never been in. So
Yeah.
I definitely want to read this book. It's interesting to have a character who's not like the stereotypical like person or whatever. Having a character with an actual like ability and a condition adds more complexity to the character, but it also makes the character, in my opinion, more interesting. Like not directly relatable in a way that's good for once.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm a big fan so far from what I've read.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you. Okay, so what's your name?
Fernanda.
Okay, so I have a quick question.
Yep.
If you were to see that book on a bookshelf and you read the back of it, would you be interested to buy it or not?
Yeah, I would be. I like mysteries, and it seems kind of like the book I would try and read.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think I would totally try and get it.
How come? Is it?
I don't know, it seems interesting, and I always try and get different types of books to find different interests.
Ah, okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Okay, so what's your name?
Nicole.
Okay, so I have a quick question. Would you, if you saw this book on a bookshelf and you read the back of it, would you buy it or not?
I think I would definitely buy it, mainly because I just love a good mystery. I think it's a great story.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your name?
Alana.
Okay, if you saw this book at a bookshelf at a bookstore and you read the back of it, would you buy it or not?
I would.
Why would you buy it?
Definitely to read it to my mom, so she could be scared of me.
Huh. Well, I'm
But
glad.
I like books like that. It's like my thing.
Sounds good.
So I would definitely buy it.
Yeah. All right, sounds good. Thank you. So what's your name?
I'm Kai. How about you?
I'm Paul. So I have a quick question. If you were to see that book on a bookshelf and you read the back cover, would you buy that book or not?
I would buy it. I actually like reading about mystery and things like that. And I was really interested when I read the back of your book.
Yeah.
It seems like the whole part about the guy in the mysterious cult and stuff, that really caught my attention. So.
Cool. All right, well, thank you. Okay, so what's your name?
I'm Samantha.
Okay, so I have a quick question. If you were to see this book on a bookshelf at a bookstore and you got the back of it, would you buy it or would you not?
Yes, I would buy it. It sounds very interesting.
Oh, okay. What caught your eye about it?
I like the twist with the cult, even though I'm not into obviously I'm not evil or anything, but like evil stuff, but like the twist, I think a lot of people who like mysteries would be into this book. Yeah.
You're not the first person to talk about the cult part. A lot of people seem to.
That kind of stuff catches people's attention. So.
Yeah, because you don't see that happening.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So what's your name?
My name's Doug.
Okay. So I have a quick question.
Yeah.
If you were to get this from a bookstore and you saw this in the bookshelf and read it, would you buy this book or not?
So based off of what I read on the back of this, I think I would buy it just because there isn't a lot of representation for someone that has this kind of an issue.
Okay.
And also because just seeing what that person would have to experience is really, really not only crazy to think about, but it would be funny to see. Just see what they would have to go through. Oh, this person had an interpreter that was supposed to be helping them, and then that person just disappeared, and now there's another guy that can potentially put him in an evil cult. Sounds crazy. I would buy this. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your name?
My name is Mark.
Okay. So I have a quick question. If you were to find this book at a bookshelf in a store, and you got the back of it, would you buy it or not?
I think I would. It sounds like a good premise.
Yeah. What caught your eye the most?
Honestly, just the ending. I like culty things and things that are cool. So sounds good.
Sounds good. Thank you. All right. So what's your name?
I'm Matt.
Okay. So I have a quick question. If you were to find this book in a bookshelf, and you read the back of it, would you be interested to buy it or not?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it seems extremely interesting to me. I like the front. And, I mean, it sounds like a great story, so I would definitely pick it up.
Cool. What caught your eye about it mostly?
It just seems extremely mysterious to me, and I like that about it. And it sounds like a great story.
Perfect. Sounds good. Thank you. Okay, so what's your name?
Aaliyah. Ariana. Daniela.
Okay, so I have a quick question. If you saw this book in a bookshelf, in a bookstore, and you got the back of it, would you be interested to buy it or not?
I would be interested to buy it.
I would.
I think that it is very interesting. The only thing is though that when you say the interpreter gone missing, I feel like you should have put more you should put more back. No, but I'm saying you should put a little bit more background information in this because it's kind of confusing because then you're there's another one coming in, but I feel like it's still really good. You just put some more background information. That makes sense.
Yeah, sounds good. What were you saying?
I think that it's interesting because it's very mysterious and you don't know what the that he goes to the he gets this new interpreter and he's a sacrificer. So I think it's very interesting and it offers some mystery and suspense. I agree.
All right.
And the cover is very nice.
The cover is very attracting. I would buy the cover. I would just be all right. So
I want this book.
Yeah, I want this book by this
Thank
cover.
you.
Nice.
Thank you.
Well, I think those are very great points. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so what's your name?
Stephanie.
Okay, so I have a quick question. If you were to find this book in a bookshelf at a store and you got the back of it, would you buy it or not?
I would buy it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's really mysterious, and it seems like something that could be pretty. I don't know. It's a small book, but it's it gets to the point, so it's not super suspenseful as you're reading through it.
Yeah.
But then it's gonna make you want to go through every page. I could finish this in an hour or something.
Yeah.
And it seems really realistic, something that would actually happen in real life.
Sounds good. Thank you. All right, so that is pretty much going to be the end of today's video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I talked to some people at Barnes and Nobles, and then I went to the mall. The people at Barnes and Nobles, a lot of them were very introverted, and after like talking to 4 different people, there was a couple of employees starting to get very suspicious, and they were like circling me around. And I remember talking to one guy, and then this lady was like, are you soliciting, or do you know this person or anything? I said, no, I'm not trying to say anything, and this is actually my best friend. So I was just trying to make up a random lie, and then I did the video with this guy. So I just went to the mall, and the mall is a very chill place to do interviews and whatnot. So yeah, I was grateful enough to get a lot of people to be in the video, and yeah. I was surprised a lot of people said yes, that they would buy my book. I told them to be honest, and they were very honest. So yeah, if you guys want to check out my book, it's going to be on Amazon or Barnes & Nobles. So if you guys want to go check it out, it'll be in the link in the description. And with that being said, make sure you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.